Welcome back to the Customer Success Festival APAC. I hope you enjoyed the event so far. Before we dive into the next session, again, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all partners and speakers. We cannot do this without you. If you really like the content, please subscribe to our CSC membership, where you can get loads of templates, framework, on-demand videos, and be able to rewatch all the presentation sessions for this event. So head over to customersuccesscollective.com and treat yourself there. So sit back, and here's the next session. Welcome everyone. Welcome back to the Customer Success Festival APAC. It is my honor to present you the next speaker, Mr. Basim. I'm the Senior Customer Success Manager, APJ from VMware. How are you doing, Basim? Feeling good?
Hey, good afternoon or good morning and good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Oh, we got someone from Singapore, San Francisco, Malaysia. Welcome, everyone. And are you ready for your presentation? Mr. Basim, can you hear me?
I can hear you really well.
Yes, please take it from here, and then we all look forward to it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon from all over the world. Hope you are going to enjoy the next 30 minutes. I know that you are overwhelmed. You've heard a lot of messages in this festival. So let's get started. First, this Albert Einstein has said the word, as we have created, it's a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The key message here is we are transforming. Every business is going into a huge transformation. All right. A quick introduction about myself. I've joined VMware 18 months, a year and a half from now, and a bit of 22 years of professional experience working with many international organizations like Siemens, Ericsson, Qualys, Cisco, Citrix, just to name few. With mix of academic background, lectured at some of the universities and achieved 2 master's degree. Passionate about customer success, risk management, and to keep my customers safe from cyber attacks using VMware as technology and solution. I've been awarded few awards, recognitions, being certified the customer success certified professionals in Asia Pacific, and volunteered in many STEM projects. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. We have so many things to share with you and experience. Just before I start, those are few slides and sharing my experience and my view of things. Some slides are my own, and some slides are from the VMware experience, and this is how we do customer success. All right, so what is CXX? CXS is Customer Experience and Success. That's how we name it at VMware. And the question is just to ask about, is it a culture? Is it a philosophy or a portfolio and doctrine mixed with team culture and philanthropy? What is it? It's all of the above. I'm pretty sure everybody is saying the same. All right, this is my vision and a mission of my philosophy of what is customer success. As a V2 mom, my personal view of how we deliver the best customer experience in the industry to accelerate success for our customers and profitable growth for VMware and our partners. Our values are customer obsessed with trusted experience and stronger together. What is our mission? Our mission is to maximize the value of our customers' trusted investment through best practice and partnership. I put it in a very simple equation. Customer success is equal to customer experience and customer outcomes. So let me share this very interesting statement that Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, has mentioned back in around 2015, 2016, when the subscription economy has grown up and seen exposure. He said that the revenue is a lagging indicator and usage is the leading indicator. The challenge is getting an entire organization to fall in love with these leading indicators of success. I'm going to walk you through what really it matters for us as customer success community and why we are transforming. Transformation is at the heart of every business today. We know definitely the only constant is change. But why? Because customer value is shifting from the initial sale to value throughout the customer lifecycle. I'm pretty sure you've seen this customer lifecycle, and I will go deep and detail in my next slides. But my main message here is just to make sure that we follow the customer value realization from the initial sales to value throughout the lifecycle. That's very important. So why transforming in a lifecycle approach? That's my philosophy, why I want my customer not only to choose VMware and not only to use VMware, but really to love VMware and to come back to me as a trusted advisor at any point in time in their life cycle. Okay, that's my philosophy, the success philosophy of a customer success as a culture. And just to wrap it up around success of a culture, how we start by a relationship, to relate with a trusted connection from all over the stakeholders. You identify the stakeholders, customer relationship first and foremost, intrinsic to our business to understand the whole culture, the landscape, all right? Then the value, what are the goals, the success plan. I'm pretty sure you've heard a lot of, buzzwords in the whole 2 days, and you will continue on getting those messages. Those are very important to align with the right resources at the right time. Your primary, you are at the heart. You are at the heart of this culture, okay? And then you will definitely look at the future, ensuring the future. You grow your customer from the current state to the desired state. That's where you focus on your success and your customer success, because my customer success is my success. All right. I know we have very short period of time, but I want to deliver the message and hope I can articulate in a very quick way and sweet way. All right. So what is customer experience at definition? It's the perception the customers have of our brand throughout this life cycle, from the evaluation and even before the need to discover, then select, then make the commercial transaction purchase and start the onboarding. Before me, we've heard from MongoDB, and they emphasize, they explain the onboarding process and how important to start with a really nice and clean onboarding. I call this as a racetrack. All right. So yes, go faster. We are in a race, but not just to be fast. We have to go faster and smarter with our customer and stronger together, because it's the value realization from onboarding to implement to engage at every touch point, at every time, one lap at a time. We build value and trust with our customer. So our goal is to reduce friction and ensuring that our customers are staying on the track, deliver value, and our customer will retain the favor. All right, customer perception of a value reality. That's the reality that we live day by day, day in, day out. All right. Your perception of our brand, Mr. Customer, is the value of our reality. Therefore, nothing is really interesting in the customer experience. All right. So improving customer experience. Look at this. From the cost to revenue, we multiply 5 times the revenue, and that's guaranteed by Forrester, and that's as a source. All right, I want you to understand, do a step back and relax with me. All right, I know that we are many hopefully you are enjoying this presentation. But what exactly it means for us? What are the metrics of our success? All right, the deep. We care about delivering value. We care about our customer experience. But what are our metrics of success? So the ARR, I want you to make sure and take note of what is ARR. It's the annual recurring revenue, and the formula is the ARR is total contract value divided by the number of months times 12. And that's very strategic, very important in the subscription economy, okay? Because I think we all come from the background of software or recurring revenue and subscription economy. And most importantly, the next one is the renewal rate. The renewal rate is how much the percentage of the available to renew that are renewing exactly. Now we can dig down deep, and we can talk more about the on-time renewal rate. The attrition, the churn rate is very important. Your goal as a customer success is to reduce your attrition and the erosion. All right. So how I want you to visualize this, okay? A bucket. The ARR growth is everyone's focus, from the account exec or account manager, whatever you call it, or business development, from the sales to post-sales, okay? As a customer success, you are the quarterback of the team, orchestrating all the activities to make sure that every drop in this bucket that we fill with the ACV, annual contract value, is the focus of the sales, okay? The organization with the net new is very important. Without the net new, the company will not be profitable and the business will not grow. But the customer success will maintain a healthy business with ARR health. Every customer, you need to make sure that your customers are healthy. And if your customers are healthy, you measure with objective and subjective scoring. I will explain a bit further how we measure our customer success. And what are the available to renew is the renewal rate that your customer, if renewals or commercially your sales will take care, but you might have as well an important role and aspect to close those renewals and the expansion, okay? So I wanted to make sure that the customer success role is to maintain an ARR health and reduce the churn or attrition and grow the business. Again, to wrap it up, relationship matters. Aligning people, roles, working together as the whole organization from top down and with partnership alignment. Risk management at every step, okay? So if you look at the role of success manager, it definitely have to maximize the customer value. Success planning is very core. Execute with a resource alignment. Make sure you deliver quarterly, monthly business review, whatever you name it, roadmap reviews, optimize your environment, your customer's environment. Make sure that you follow up on improvement feature requests or feature improvements, account escalation or case escalation support. It's a mix between subjective or objective scoring. All right. Leading together, that's very strategic. Leading together, we accelerate the customer experience with trusted expertise. It's top down. It's not a one-man job or even one department or one team. It's the whole organization. It's a mindset. It's a culture. Okay. I was thinking if I want to go deep down on this and really get into the point where you understand how you realize the value in a journey map and how you transform the customer life cycle in a deep down level activities of what customer success do. And the next slide I will walk you through about a day in life of a customer success manager. But let's talk about this one. It's very important to understand that we have to start by lending. Lending is the sales job. Have to bring new business, net new logo and net new. But from there, how you expand from the onboarding to improve your adoption and increase the usage, and to make sure that the customer will optimize and come back, renew, and buy more with expansion. So look at this different stages, like between the proactive and the reactive. It depends on your experience and where you want to go. I know that some people are asking questions if they can have slides or not. Those are very copyright and those are my IP, but I'm happy to explain or to share my experience with everybody. It's like I'm happy to take your questions online here or maybe offline afterwards, reaching out via LinkedIn. But so you have to kick off. You have to welcome your customer as an onboarding, as welcome kit. Or the process can be between the tech touch or virtual touch or high touch. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have to be a customer centric and make sure that you make sure that, for example, if you want to one-on-one touch or one-to-many touch, it's how you manage your book of business and make sure that if your customer at risk, then you want to spend more time with some customers at risk. If the customer is enjoying the journey and maybe is at the top usage 100%, so there's no risk, so you probably will spend more time with the customers that really. So it's a mix. That there's no right and wrong answer in how you engage with as an engagement model. As will share my experience with you, is like there's no prescriptive. If there is a playbook, if there is a blueprint, if every company has their own, playbooks or blueprint of what they call customer success, but I will do it with pleasure, with passion, right? Because you are the only one that you feel everything. You know about their ecosystem, you know about the pain, you know about the gain, you know what the customer wants to achieve, the business outcomes, your customers' goals, everything. You will wrap it up in a plan, in a success plan. Anyway, health check. You want to make sure that you do risk management and you reduce the risk in this customer journey, right? So from the CSAT, from NPS, all those objective scoring, all those subjective scoring, like how much your customers is using your product, how much you need to increase the adoption in a consumption and reduce the consumption gap between what your product was capable to deliver and what your customers are consuming. And that's where you mix in this journey. I can talk hours and hours in my experience, but due to short period of time, I will go to the next slide. So day in life about what is customer success manager is gonna do. From the account assigned as a customer success manager, you will be assigned as book of business, and you will manage a book of business and a number of customers, depending of if you are virtual touch or high touch or tech touch or whatever. It's a book of business you need to maintain and make sure that you engage with your customers day in, day out. So very important to make sure that at every customer, you have to understand your customers persona. And sometimes I talk with many teams inside that one customer. They have many, they come from maybe, because we at VMware, we do with technology, and we do have multi-cloud, we do have security, we do have everything. So I need to talk with every customer and understand what is about my customers, all right? So how I can interlock with my internal discovery, I call it, and the customer discovery, how I kick off with my customer, do success planning. And success plans are not static. It's a living document. You can use any tools. You can use Gainsight or you can use Trello or any other platforms that you can use, and make sure that you understand the customer at every touch point. Onboarding your customer is very important, and you from there you can deliver with a mutual agreement with your customers. If he wants you to engage with them monthly, you can deliver a monthly business review, or quarterly, you can deliver a quarter business review. You can bring guest speakers to present your roadmaps. It's a flexible how you maintain with a descriptive way of engaging with your customer. You can optimize the environment of your customers, the health check. You can understand more about their ecosystem, what are they want to achieve with you, right? And then the gap assessment to understand from the current state that you review with your customer and the desired state that the customer wants to go. And this is the gap assessment that you need to build your success plan on, because you want to take the customer from the customer success is not fixing, it's not reactive role. It's not just reduce the support cases or just dealing with your customers' problems today. Customer success, your role is to take your customer in a trusted advisory role and trusted partnership to the desired state, to the future. Okay, where you want to. If you are just focusing on the problem of today, that's not your role. Your role is to really take the customer to the next level. All right. I need to make sure that I will deliver this with on time and sharp. 3 takeaways of today's discussion. Takeaway number 1, magical formula. That's the equation. No more, no less. Customer success equal customer experience plus customer outcomes. Take number 2, stronger together. No one can achieve this job only by like you as only you in the team. You are the orchestrator, you are the quarterback of the team to bring the right expertise at the right time. Takeaway number 3, value realization throughout the life cycle, from the onboarding till the optimization, till the renewals, all over the place. Retain, grow your customer install base, and make sure that you manage day in, day out your book of business. With that, I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I will give back the time and see how I can answer your questions if you have. And I'll stop.
Thank you, Bassem. It's a great presentation, and I can see a lot of great comments here already coming from like Alan, Figurana, Sidney. I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce your name right. And yeah, so we got questions here I can see already. Maybe we got some more. I do. So we got a long comments and questions here from Fikriana. Very insightful presentation. Obviously, well done, sir. I do agree that having CS as a culture is very important to ensure the customer not only choosing but also use and loving the product. However, in some scenario, this culture may not be something that the other division believe. Do you have any suggestion on how to implementing CS value to the whole organization? I think that's a great question.
That's a great question to start with, and yes, I agree, because your role in the organization as customer success is to remove the adoption barriers, and the first adoption barrier is your internal resistance. The first question you need to ask is, what's in it for me, right? If you want to ask and interlock with your sales, if they want to give you a bit of their time, they are busy closing business, right? They want to get net new. But if you help them retire their quota, if you help them to farm and give them back a bit of time to really, retire their quota, they will love you. So ask a question: what's in it for me, for the person that you are getting this culture? And it's an organization culture. It's not one man or one woman or one team or one department. It should be a mindset. It's a shift of a mindset.
Thank you. Yeah, totally. It's the mindset thing in most cases. Kirby here, thanks for joining us again. Totally agree that CS should not be reactive. What tips do you have, as most often CS is sucked into operational issues, customer problems that may not be strategic?
Sorry, I didn't really. Which question, Ryan?
It's a question from Kirby.
Kirby, totally agree that this is the one that CS should not be reactive, of course. What tips do you have, as most CS is sucked into operations issue, customer problem that may not be strategic? That's very so. Kirby, yes, some of the days I wake up, I don't know that I will have a customer at escalation and risk. I call it care. With those days that I will be a firefighter. And those days you have to understand and accept that, yes, let me focus on, because your customer will appreciate when you show up, right? And you deal with the problem and fix this problem today, because they are dealing with a big fire and you are a firefighter for them. And at that time, you have to show up. I know that you might have busy schedule or other schedule, but for me, that's the juggling act, right? That juggling miracle that you will apply and put your experience in this. Excuse my, I don't judge at all, but customer success is not an easy job. Sometimes people, junior customer success is someone that, yes, but not every customer success can do the same job. Like, you know, it's all about the experience that you bring day in, day out.
Thank you
Hopefully,
for just that.
I answered the question well.
Yeah, Kirby, please feel free to post your comments and follow up the conversation here. And thank you, Angela, Karen, Sarah. Wonderful, fantastic presentation. Thank you, Basim. We got Alan. He's wondering, what is the CS tool that you suggest to include the whole CS value chain tracking and analytics? Can you name a few? Or do you need a few? Sorry.
You mean Alan?
Yep.
What is the CS tool? The CS tool that we use is Gainsight, but I can give you other platforms that you can use. I think many. I don't know if you're joining the same sessions, but previously they have shared. We have Totango, we have Client Success, we have HubSpot, but we use Gainsight. I'm not expert, but I learn every day. But I've been using Gainsight for a long time, and this is very strategic because there's not like tool can help, but it's not the success that it's not the tool that will make you to succeed in your role as a customer success. Sorry, I'm mixed between the so many jargons, but to deliver the job, it's not the tool, it's you. People do business with people. Human engage with human. It's not the tool. The tool will help you to it's a data. You are more analytical. You have to understand the telemetry, but the tool will help you to do that job. But it's not the job. Sorry if I can answer that way. Hopefully I've answered the question.
Yeah, totally. I think also in our earlier session, Liana also mentioned a couple of tools. If you're looking for some, I think she mentioned Gainsight, Turtle, and HighSpot. So if you missed that, please feel free to check it out. We've got
It's about how much your environment is complex, because it's a data is the next fuel. So you have to rely on the telemetry that's coming back. It's because you have to have insights, right? And the insights north star of what I can. If you show up in front, if you are my customer and show up today and I ask you, hi Mr. Customer, how are you feeling? I didn't do my job really well, because I will come to my customer, say, Mr. Customer, you're not feeling well today, and guess what? I do have your medicine. I will show you how you will feel really well today, because I know about you more than you do. That's my job. Not one source of truth, many sources of truth. Gainsight can be one. Salesforce can be the CRM or other platforms that you have to collect. Your job is to validate this data all over the stages.
Yes, that's totally true. We also got a couple more questions here. From maybe we should start with this one from Yurang. How do you determine key metrics to monitor customer health? I think you mentioned a couple of KPIs that in your slides. Maybe you can name a bit more and share a bit more details on that one.
Yeah, I'm happy to elaborate more, Ryan. So look, it depends on the business, but I will make it very objective here. So in my philosophy, in my experience, my whole career is like you should divide your health score into two different aspects. One is subjective scoring, and the other one is objective scoring. It all matters about data, because those are the telemetry that you will rely and you leverage on, right? To understand the insight where the customer is doing it. How much are using it? How much are logging in? Is there any support? Those are the leading indicators, right? And you, on top of those objective scoring, you have to make sure that your customers is healthy or not healthy. But there are other components hidden, like subjective scoring. Do you engage with your customer? Is your customer engaging with you? How often is engaging with you? Is there any risk component? Identify your stakeholders. Are you talking to the right audience? Is there any customer persona in the organization? So a lot of it's a dynamic environment, but it's a juggling between subjective and objective scoring. But at the end of the day, I might add my experience on top of what the organization is setting as scoring, because Gainsight can give you a score, or other data can give you another score. and it's your. I have a scorecard for each of my customers, for example.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, we still got a couple of more questions here. We got one here from Disrael Low. Hi, Bism. Thank you for your presentation. I wanted to ask, how does the CS team stay customer obsessed if the team is pretty lean and overwhelmed by more customers onboarding?
Sorry, I'm sharing my LinkedIn if someone wants to reach out. Sorry, again, which question, Ryan?
Yeah, sure. So we have Disrael. He's putting up a comments and question here. Thank you
Yes.
for your presentation. I wanted to ask, how does the CS team stay customer obsessed if the team is pretty lean and overwhelmed by more customers onboarding? What do you think about that?
Okay, good question. Desiree, I will make it very short and sweet and very straight to the point. There must be a balance and juggling act between tech touch, low touch, and high touch. Okay, and the ARR can be mixed between the ARR, and the business will understand and will explain, or they have some rules, engagement rules to put in a framework, right? But at the end of the day, this is a philosophy that you have to apply. Is like, where should I focus or spend more time? Is it on the customer onboarding? Definitely, if the customer is new to the business, just started with your journey, you make sure that most of your time is spent on the onboarding of this particular customer. But if your customers has been in the journey for a long time, maybe, and that's where it's very strategic as a customer success to understand where your customer is in that journey, at which stage. And in that stage, you have to understand and do your success planning. For example, most of my customers, they are sitting on an optimization phase because they have been using for a long time. They haven't reviewed their environment, and they need more best practices. They have been enabled, but sometimes like, we are human, we are living in a real world, and people leave the business, right? They have so many attrition, especially in the lean organization. Like, people, they leave you train those people and they will leave. You made this champion in the organization and he left, right? So you need to always refresh and engage and connect with your customers to understand if I need to train, enable more, or I need to optimize, or I need to spend more time on the onboarding. So it's a juggling act and this is where the magic comes as an experience or a seniority of a customer success.
Thank you. I think that's a great answer. We still have time for the one more question I can see in the chat here from Prabit. I'm sorry again if I did not pronounce your name right. Thank you for your presentation. Very insightful. Any tip on building up the CS team and culture in a startup? Is there any experience that you can share on that one?
Sorry, Ryan, which question? Are you taking?
From Prabit Sinha. Just above Kirby, he's saying, thank you for the presentation, very insightful. Is there any tip on building up the system and culture in a startup environment?
Yeah, of course. And thank you, Prabhat, for your question. Look, the startup mindset is very important. The startup should embrace and appreciate the change every day. And we have to create teams as change agents, right? I always say you can hire for kind of the attributes and the character, skills. You can train people on your product or technology or whatever, but customer success is not is not kind of it takes a village to build this experience. I'm not saying that you have to always recruit senior, right? It's if you want to build a tech touch team, you can build more automation, and you can hire people that they understand the process, and they can automate. They can develop a framework from the welcome kit, how they do it with APIs, different platforms. They extract data and from SFDC or from their CRM and so forth. But the startups should really have, if you are built on a SaaS or subscription, definitely you have to invest in the customer success. Without the customer success, you might be having net new, but if you don't understand the transformation and you don't understand the net renew, then you are losing.
Thank you. Yep. I think again, it's a great answer. We got time for one last question here, if you have time with us, Basim.
One
From
last
Clinton.
My pleasure.
Yep. So, would you be able to share some advice on best practice to build a success plan and keep it relevant?
100%. So, very short answer and an exact summary. I can say success planning is very strategic and very core to the customer success. But what is exactly success planning? Success planning is a set of rules or set of activities or set of tasks that you, as a North Star, your customer to align and understand on the business priorities and outcome of your customers. And from there on, I come from engineering background. You have to reverse engineer and do a critical thinking about what exactly you want to deliver to the customer. You have to make as actionable insight with due dates, and you have to own this action, or you have to understand that there is a magical way of if you are not the owner, but you have to know how to orchestrate those activities and make sure that you align on those due dates as well. And always, it's not static. It's not like it's all artifacts you collect. It's like collectives, or you look at them and it's a nice picture. No, you have to draw this picture. You have to do mind mapping every day in, day out. Okay, and with a risk management component in your mind. What are the things that the customers have not said? You have to dig down deep. Someone else has mentioned the 3 whys. I will ask 5 whys, and I will ask, as Simon Sinek said, even 10 whys. Okay, to get to the root cause. What exactly my customer wants to achieve? Is it just a feature, or the integration with the ecosystem to understand what is the business outcome from your technical feature? And the magic here is to how to transform or translate the technical feature or the technical capabilities to a business outcome. That's the magical thing. You have to understand it.
Yeah, totally. I cannot agree with you more on that one. Great answer again, like usual. And I would like to take this chance to again give you a big thank you, Basim. Wonderful presentation, very insightful. I think you can see all these compliments and people are really enjoying the session. Thank you for doing this one again. And also thank you for tuning in for all attendees. I'll look forward to meeting all of you in our next session and the rest of the Customer Success Festival APAC. All right?
Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the 35-ish minutes with me. Connect with me on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to take your questions. And if I can help, I will not stop.
Of course. Thank you again, Basim. Thank you, Kirby, Clinton, Diesel, everyone. See you guys soon in our next session. Take care. Bye-bye.